We're here today at Leeds University in the first of a series of workshops where we're going to be exploring a range of different new sources of funding. Sources of funding which are essentially based upon risk. And whilst grant regimes will continue for a period of time, there's very clearly a trend towards experimentation both by the government and indeed by local anchor institutions around risk-based forms of finance. So we've been working with the Local Government Association, Universities UK and with the NHS Confederations together in partnership to bring together people, different types of anchor institutions, with those people who've actually done this, made it work, and also with people who can provide advice and indeed the sources of finance to help different institutions understand, do you know what really works, what makes a successful proposition, and how can we make a real and genuine and productive investment with these forms of risk-based finance.
I'm here at the conference today to talk to the Directors of Finance about bonds and private placements to help them raise money, mainly to finance capital expenditure programmes to improve the quality of their estate and campus, or else to refinance existing borrowings. We've recently helped Cambridge, Manchester, Liverpool, Leeds and Cardiff universities borrow large amounts of money in the public bond markets, £200–300 million each, for 20, 30 or 40 years. We also help universities and other companies and charities borrow from banks. It's quite a difficult financing market at the moment, but the higher education sector is still seen as attractive for lots of lenders. So I'm sure that the markets will remain open, and my job and the job of my colleagues is to help Vice-Chancellors and Directors of Finance access those markets and borrow money as cheaply as they possibly can.
I'm specifically focusing on green bond investment for usually energy efficiency, but there is a specific focus. They have this term called MUSH buildings, which is municipal, university, schools and hospitals, which is a huge sector in the US municipal bond market. And they issue a lot of bonds to finance green buildings and energy efficiency for those types of buildings. So I give an overview of the global green bond market, and then I drill down into the American green municipal bond market. And I have a specific slide about green municipal bonds that have been issued by universities in the States. There's not very many ways to enter into financing for this type of development, especially for universities. Like for example, University College of London actually just got a huge loan from the EIB, the European Investment Bank, and in the aftermath of Brexit, who really knows what our status is going to be with institutions like the EIB. So we're really going to have to start exploring other options, and I think that a muni bond market for the UK might be an excellent way to give people access to cheaper capital for these types of projects.
We are talking to Sunderland City Council about possible future projects, and I do see some potential for these funds to support those, particularly the social investment bonds.
So the reason I think for coming today is the cross-sectoral nature of trying to understand how the different sectors together can work and address the issues we face on the ground. So it's not just about what the NHS is doing, it's not just about what universities are doing or what local government is doing. I think the real value of today is hearing about the different solutions we might have and how much further we can go if we work together for our communities.